Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo Career Mode, and we hop right into it with vet research done. That is outstanding. The Pronghorn antelope. Okay, let's see what the Pronghorn antelope has given us. Some food and toy enrichment, and I believe our pronghorns needed a little bit more help here. Nope, that's our young American bison. That's good to see. And looking at enrichment, yeah, we know no enrichment for the Pronghorn antelope. Sweet. So let's go ahead and add some happiness to our Pronghorn antelope just a bit here. I'm not sure exactly what we did unlock, but we've got the grazing ball feeder. That's going to be 10 out of 6, and we need a toy. So here is a little grab ball, and that's 50 out of 61, and already, boom. So the Pronghorn antelope is going to be pretty happy with that. That's what I like to see, 98% on the Pronghorn. That should be super happiness indeed. And I was looking online at some particular strategies for this zoo, and one of the strategies was when you get a 5-star animal, put them in the animal trading center so they don't age up, and it does count towards the ultimate gold, so we may be cheesing that just a bit. All right, barriers are done. At least that one is done. We have concrete. Working on electric fencing, and then the one-way glass is our ultimate end-all be-all approach here. Looking at our metals, we've got our bronze unlocked, and we're going to be okay if we just double the amount of people in the zoo. Guest happiness is off the charts, so that's what I like to see. What we might be able to do is put a few more food stalls, say, right along this path to keep their happiness up. But the one thing that's really holding us back is the 13 habitat species in the zoo, and we have 7. So using some of this moolah that we've got coming in, we're definitely going to look at some animals, preferably ones that can fit in this really, really big enclosure here. Looking at the interspecies enrichment, we've got buffaloes, wildebeest, ostriches, warthogs, giraffes, zebras, and springboks that can all sit in here. So let's go ahead and look at the animal trading and see if we might be able to add some animals to this exhibit. Right, it looks like African buffalo may be able to slide on in here, so we will adopt a male and 2 females here, as is tradition. And then we will place them in. That should be a pretty good placement there. That should bring in more folks to the zoo. We'll have to look at education as well to make sure that that's working. We're not low on cash. What you talking about, Willis? We're gaining money here. As long as we continue with our positive income, that will be all the better. And that animal will put us at 8 out of 13. We might have to wait for our cash to grow just a little bit, and we'll look for even more animals to place down. One thing that we can look at is our sable antelopes. Looking at their enrichment, we have no enrichment items for them, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that thanks to our pronghorn antelope, our sable antelope will be able to share some of these awesome things. And indeed, we have the grazing ball feeder we can put right back there for 10. And we've got the grab ball as well, and that's 50 out of 60. So just like the pronghorn, the sable antelope like that stuff, and that puts them at 98%. All right, African buffaloes are now in the house with a little bit enrichment, so they could use a little bit more food. So they've got their grazing ball, and I think we've got that barrel feeder that we just unlocked. Let's go ahead and look at the the American bison here. And yes, indeed. So they like the grazing ball feeder. They also like the large barrel. So we'll put down the large barrel as well. That's 30 out of 30. And that is 100% on their enrichment as well. So 97% happiness in there. So some more happy buffalo. Let's take a look at the terrain. They could use a little bit more water, it seems. Looking at this overall enclosure, I don't think our antelopes need water. So this would be just for our buffalo here. Looking at our terrain, we need 431 feet of water. And I think if we put it like, let's see if we can plan here. All right, so we're going to need water purification on this side. And we may be able to bring a staff path back here and get that tucked out of the way nicely. Let's go ahead and do that staff path and run a staff path just back behind here and see if we can get water purification over here without interfering with everyone else. That is the kicker. Yeah, we might be able to do something like this. All right, so there is water. Let's take a look at our negative impact on guests. All right, so we will have to shorten that thing up just a little bit. And the best thing that I've found to do that is here in our shops. If we look for a shell, we can put a shop shell right around here to sort of block that off. And indeed, hopefully that will pull. Yeah, that pulls that just a little bit. That's what I like to see. We might be able to also get away with copying some of these trees over and just sort of placing them right here along the side. Improve that up just a bit, sort of block that away. And if we look, yeah, 36%, we're at 40 of 49 feet. I don't actually know if those trees made a little bit of a difference, so yeah, nice. Now we can work on that terrain. So what I'll do is I'll put a small little bit of water just over here. All right, that's all well and good. Our buffalo are feeling pretty good about that. What's up with the social stress? All right, so let's see if perhaps we can get the buffalo a little bit more comfortable with perhaps some barriers here. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll raise this particular section up, and then we'll raise this particular section up. Yeah, that's way too high. Come on now, let me just select one, please. There we go. It's kind of, it grabbed both of them there. So we'll raise both of those up and then just select one here. And lower this down and say that you are now brick, brick. Actually, we could go to, I don't think we have to worry about climbable. And that is a moderate dilapidation rate. So we don't have to worry about repairing it too awful much. All right, now let's just make a little bit of a wall here. And let's do something like this. Nope. All right, then we'll just connect this up if we can. And that should be enough for their stress. Hopefully they can navigate through that. And hopefully they can get some hiding going on in here. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, run around this side. There you go. Find the path. All right, is your stress going down? No, you're still stressed just a bit. We might actually have to increase the barrier height over here. Just to make it to where people can't see our buffalo here. It's going to make it to where it's tough for us to see. But I don't think there's any way, yeah. Now the stress is going up, so now they have a hiding place, which is very good to see. And we've got all of that worked out. All right, hopefully we can get some more donations in here. Hopefully we can increase this cash flow just a bit to get our next animal. Yeah, we're working on our stress, so they've got a nice hiding place there. All right, is there another animal trade that we can do to fit in this enclosure? The tortoise was separate, the bison was separate, the wildebeest. And the wildebeest, I know, needs quite a bit of wildebeest to be happy. Yeah, they need 7 wildebeest to be completely and utterly happy. But I think they can share that space. they shouldn't be too awful upset. And we've got 2,500 bucks. Let's see if we can put down a few black wildebeests here. Let's go 1 male and then the 2 females. And that'll take us down to 1,400 bucks. And we'll put the wildebeest in there. Awesome. Raining, raining, raining. So our information center should start getting a lot of people wanting umbrellas, which is all well and good. I think what we're going to do also with this cache is perhaps if we were to extend this staff path all the way through, and connect that up, we might be able... Oh, nice. Vet research done. That's going to be the next level of our Pronghorn. And that is food level 3 and another toy. That's all well and good. So while we're here, we might as well get our Pronghorn food up to level 3. And those are going to be the happiest Pronghorns, I hope. And I'm thinking what we can do is get some staff facilities over here. Perhaps another keeper hut. And if anything, we can try to block that off. Alright, so we've got a keeper hut there just in case they need to go running around. And that's all well and fine. Alright, our wildebeest is now on site. 95%, that's what I like to see. And 100% on the enrichment. They can use some more hard shelter, though. Yeah, with all of these animals sort of crowding around, it's going to be a little bit tight as far as that's concerned. And I don't think we actually have enough to purchase another shelter. No, we do. Another 12 by 12. Yeah, if we just slide this right in the back here. Yeah, it's plenty of hard shelter there. All right, that's good to see. We are now at 9 of 13 with an average happiness of 96%. So feeling pretty good about that. Looking at our zoo overall, the grizzly bear is still our most appealing. So is there any reason to continue researching the pronghorn antelope? I don't believe so. So what we can do is start researching that bear. Let's go with our vet research and start researching our grizzly bear with Benedict. All right, that's going to unlock some food and some toys and the next level of enrichment. All right, so just out of curiosity, are there anything that we unlock for our grizzly? That is the next question here. Because we know a few toys, but we don't know any feeders. So if we unlocked a food source, which it doesn't look like we did, but we did unlock the rubbing pad. So that'll be 200 out of 160. Now we'll just be waiting for some food. All right, that is easily done, I suppose. Just make sure that that bear is happy. And I'm hoping that because there's a lot of animals in here, they're going to be... whoa, that's a little bit odd. The floating grab ball. But I'm hoping a lot of people are going to donate. Yeah, we've got 500 bucks there. Let's actually start getting some education items over here. So let's educate these folks over here. And say that you are going to learn all about the African buffalo. And then next to you, this group right over here. Yeah, I thought it was floating. Let's move that, please. There we go. You're going to learn about the wildebeest. All right, sweet. And then we'll duplicate you up and put you there. And say you are going to learn about the sable antelope. Why not? All right, so multiple education items there. Hopefully everyone is starting to get a little bit more education, more happiness, and all of that good stuff. We could use some marketing, but animal rating is going up. All right, so I will put in a little break here and get some money up and take a look at the animal trading market and see, are there any other fellow animals that can join them? All right, we've got a young pronghorn antelope that is about to mature, at least it says it is. So we will release Yule to the wild as soon as we are able, get some conservation credits up, because as we go into our trading, conservation credits are going to be needed for sure, and a lot of them really. We can do the spotted hyena by themselves. Looks like we've got the red rough lemur. Nice, underpriced tickets, that's what I like to see. Welcome to $15 tickets. Booyah. All right, increase those ticket prices up $5 a pop, and that's going to continue to increase our cash flow. If we increased our marketing as well, then that might bring in even more people to donate even more money and buy even more concessions. We don't have enough to do a big ol' honkin' marketing campaign, but we do have a poster. Let's go newspaper. So we'll spend $1,000, increase our marketing up by 1.25 stars a bit, and that may be enough we need to bring in even more people. All right, so just in case we can't afford any other animals in this safari exhibit, what are we going to get now? So the Timberwolf needs a ton of space. I do remember that. Yeah, 12,000 feet just by itself, but just grade 2 fencing, so that's fine. If we had a big honkin' place, maybe even say right here, that we could fit the Timberwolves right along here. If this enclosure, this space was big enough, people won't be walking along the backside. They'll be right along here. And that might not be such a bad thing. We're almost up to $5,000. So I think that's something that we can do. So Timberwolves, a big possibility. We have the the Siberian tiger. We don't have enough for them. We do have enough for one giraffe. The okapi. I don't believe we have any okapi, and it's nice and cheap. And the okapi needs 11,000 feet and can live on its own. And just grade 2 fencing. Okay. So looking at the okapi, what is the appeal for the okapi here? 1,100 compared to our Timberwolves at, 1,600, 1,700. We could do more with the Timberwolves, I believe. All right, so what I'll do is I will go ahead and fence this area off with some grade 2 fencing, see exactly how big this is, and see if our Timberwolves would like this area. All right, a little bit of a different approach. Instead of the Timberwolf, this was only 7,000 meters, but that would be perfect for our Baird's tapir, and the Baird's tapir hasn't been purchased in this zoo just quite yet, so let's go ahead and get in a little bit of water. Let's make sure that our water coverage is here. Yes, indeed, the entire place has water coverage. That's good to see. So it's only going to be a little bit of time for me to put in 600 feet of water and get this place set up. So I will go ahead and do that and be right back. All right, Baird's tapir is set. We've got 5,300 feet out of 5,200 and 1,000 feet of water versus 600, and everything is looking good. We've got some enrichment items in there. Big old honkin' tree. The only thing left to do then is to get some education down. Let's go ahead and stagger these so that we are sure not to encroach. So we'll go Baird's tapir, duplicate that. All right, so we're starting to get a little bit of a crisscross. Now what we can do is lower the range. Let's say go, 4 looks okay. Then we'll duplicate that 4 range. Maybe we can slide this right in here. Yeah, that looks okay. Just sort of get the best we possibly can out of this as people walk in between. So there's a speaker there. And then maybe, just maybe, I don't know how this is going to work, but a speaker there. All right, sweet. Let's go ahead and get some donation bins down. And see if people are learning all about the Baird's Tape here. Super exciting, refreshing drink. Yeah, get that education item up and running. All right, so that's 10 out of 13. Everyone's at 96% or higher, and we need about 500 more guests, which is probably easily done if we continue to put down animals. But right now, we're looking okay. Oh, accessible staff room. Well, I got you. Hold on, battle. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah, we might not have enough money for a staff room. No, we need 2,400 bucks. All right, so as that grows, no, we already got a second staff room. Oh, because someone was leaving. Yeah, so that's a full staff room there and a full staff room there. Yeah, we're going to need another staff room stat. And we could probably put it right off of here. So just in case people are needing to rest, we can put that down. So I will go ahead and wait for some more positive income. Vet research is done. That's going to be the next step of our grizzly bear, or the first step of our grizzly bear even. So that's food and a toy. All right, that's one thing that we don't have. I believe this grizzly bear has toys but no food. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's go ahead and fix that as best we can. Species, get that grizzly up and running. And we need some food enrichment, and that is going to be the large barrel feeder. So that's going to be 40 out of 10. That's now one happy bear. And then just to be sure, we are going to boost that food quality up to 2. And let that bear really be happy. So a 4-star animal rating. Can we see our star rating from here? No, we cannot. That would be nice if we could see the star ratings at a quick glance, but it doesn't look like that is so. So I don't know how many 5-star animals we have, if any, right now. We'd have to go one by one. But I think we are doing okay for now, everyone. So yeah, a good positive episode. I believe we are making progress ever slowly and ever surely. That is for sure. But that will do it for me in this episode, everyone. A like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I will see you in the next Planet Zoo video. Take care.